What is happening, people? We are back with the boys. This time, we're all Americaned up tonight, folks, and it's good to be back. It's good to see the boys. Happy 2025. Let me start with crossover. What is some of your New Year's resolutions, brother, and how have you been, man?
I've been good, man. During the holidays, got to spend a little time with the family, which is always good. Everybody's in good spirits, man. That's pretty much what it's all about for me. Really looking forward to getting started in 2025, and man, we're gonna talk about some crazy stuff and how we think the year is gonna go.
Bro, this is going to be a great show today. We've been doing all the recaps, we've done all the award shows, we've talked about 2024 enough. I'm ready to talk about what we got going ahead into the future. And Eric, same question to you, big dog. What's going on down there?
Nothing much, man. Just it was a rough week for me, as y'all know. I've already told y'all. But looking forward to, continuing these podcasts with y'all, doing that stuff, creating my own, doing the bet podcast. So trying to make some money in 2025, taking one step at a time.
And folks, if you're wondering, Eric, what are you talking about? You're gonna make your own YouTube channel. We're getting back on H-Town Breakdown. We're gonna try to keep Eric consistent with it, but on the side, Eric's gonna do a little thing called Valdezzi's Validations, which we're gonna get that shit running up for you, son. Olin's got a little character made for you. We already got the YouTube planned out for you. We got the logo design. We're gonna get that shit flowing, baby boy. So let's get this shit rocking. Like me and Crossover, we started this year. I think Olin started a couple years ago. And I mean, fucking A, dude. I don't regret it at all. It's been one of the greatest things I've done. It's been honestly just a nice way to just meet new people and just stay active in MMA. And it's really made it hard trying to do this with no MMA lately. So, Olin, before we get into it, brother, third question to you, my man.
Man, first and foremost, appreciate you having me as always, Sterling. And dude, happy New Year to all you guys. Eric, sorry to hear about the last week you've had. I know it's been a tough one, but hopefully on to happy times. And, looking forward to seeing your YouTube come together. Looking forward to watching the growth. And, I mean, the only way to go is up now, brother. So looking forward to that. And looking forward to each and every one of you guys and gals in the chat. Shout out Lane already here. What's up with you, my friend? Happy New Year to you. And you asked, what New Year's resolutions folks had. I'll be honest. The only New Year's resolution I'm going to set is to just be more present. I heard this somewhere the other day, and it was one of the best ways I've heard this summed up. And, we always hear people say, be present. I heard somebody say, I've been trying to be where my feet are. And that just really resonated with me. So I think this year I'm going to focus on trying to be where my feet are at all times. Nowhere else. So that's my New Year's resolution, man.
Bro, hold on. That's what I'm fucking talking about, brother. I didn't get Eric and Crossover's New Year's resolution. So before we start, boys, let me get y'all as well. Let me get a little motivation 2025 going. Crossover, give me that New Year's res, son, before we get this episode here.
So my New Year's resolution is to at least make minimum 3 videos a week.
That's what I'm talking about.
Really want to grind the YouTube, man. Push out the content and just grow the community, man, and just interact with more people and just onwards and upwards.
Crossover, honestly, bro, for a minute there, you were uploading 3 videos a day, it seemed like. Jesus, bro, you came out of Crossover came out, folks, if you already don't know about Crossover, my man's only been doing this for 5 months?
Yeah, 5-6 months.
5-6 months. My man's already at 400 plus subscribers. My man stayed consistent with it, makes the best shorts in the games. My man's nice with it. My man's got a nice backdrop now. Shout out to Leroy, baby boy. And I'm excited to see what you do too, bro. And honestly, I'm glad I met you when I did because we've been taking off together, bro. It's been cool to see. Eric, give me that New Year's resolution, baby boy.
So I heard someone, can't remember who was saying it, but they said they don't make resolutions no more. They make small goals, 3 small goals, and accomplish those goals. Once you accomplish those goals, move on to the next. So that's going to be me, man. I'm going to take some small goals, one step at a time, accomplish those goals, and then keep moving. I think one of the first goals is I got to get the microphone up and running. So I ordered some cords that I'm going to need so I can hook them up to my iPad. But yeah, that's goal number 1.
Hey, I can't wait to see what it looks like, bro. And like I said, Valdezzi's validation coming soon, folks. let me get y'all with my New Year's resolution, folks, and then we'll get into the show. We appreciate all y'all being here right now, and I'm glad to have the boys on for the first episode of the year. Let's go. But my New Year's resolution, kind of like Crossover said, stay more consistent this year. January 18th is your boys' 1 year anniversary. It's coming up. I'm gonna have a special episode planned for it. I'm gonna do a little something special for everybody who's supported your boy and helped me get the guests I've been able to speak to. It's been insane, bro. This has been an insane year. Starting this up, meeting you guys, being able to talk to the guys I've been able to talk to. I don't want to go through the list. Everyone already heard it many times, but it's been insane. Like, this has been an awesome experience. I'm fucking pumped to see what 2025 brings, boys. I think we're going to have some badass fights. And I think the sport's about to fucking take the fuck off. It already has, don't get me wrong, but it's about to explode, bro. I think this has been the most people have ever been into this, and the withdrawals lately are starting to kick in for everybody. So I'm excited to see that. My New Year's resolution is to stay very active this year, do 2 episodes a week, do either reaction, predictions every week, and try to pump out at least 1 interview every week or 2. Yeah, man, just stay active with the boys. Let's get to 1,000 subs, people. Let's get to 1,000 subs.
Let's go. Love that energy.
Let's fucking go.
We got the New Year's broke down. I'm glad to see the boys. The boys had to spend time with their family. Everyone had a great Christmas. We had a great Thanksgiving. New Year's is here. It's New Year, new me, as the people say. And I'm fucking pumped to start the year off with you boys. Now, let's get into some MMA, boys. And I want to start off by saying, give me a couple. I know this is hard right now. It's first question. Give me a couple off your head, a couple dream matchups you want to see in 2025. And I'll start with you, Olin. Give me a couple fights, bro, that you're really hoping happen in 2025.
Well, I'll give you my best dream matchup, and I'll give you my worst dream matchup, and then I'll pass it off. So best dream matchup, we have to see this, folks. We have to fucking see it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I made sure we were past the couple minute mark so I could say that F-bomb. Look, we have to see Dricus du Plessis fight Khamzat Chimaev. That fight has to happen. Nobody that I know is hampering to see Dricus du Plessis rematch Sean Strickland, especially not over Khamzat Chimaev. Like, what are we crazy, folks? Come on. The UFC is supposed to be the best versus the best, and that's just not what's been happening lately. It's been a bit of a popularity contest. Now, I know I just went on this tangent about best versus best, and now I'm going to drop to an extreme low here, folks. I'm going to give you my worst pick for Dream Fight of the Year. Another fight that, even though it's terrible, I think it kind of needs to happen. Okay? If both of these men are going to continue to fight, why not have them fight each other? You know I'm talking about Tony Ferguson and either Nick or Nate Diaz.
That's my boy. That's like, my boy.
If these guys are going to fight, can we just have them fight each other?
I mean, he's already fought Nate, but I wouldn't mind seeing Nick. I would love to see Nick come back and fight Tony, bro.
And you know, because I'm the third, I'd be remiss if I didn't throw a little sprinkle of something else on top. This is just, I know this is really wishful thinking here, folks. Dustin Poirier versus Justin Gaethje in the fucking Superdome. Inject it into my veins, folks. Like,
trilogy.
Come on.
Trilogy, brother. What do you think about this right here, though? Chrome Gracie versus Ryan Hall.
I'm not mad at that. I think that ice cream cone would continue to get melted if Ryan Hall went back into this cage.
Can we see that on like the grappling thing? The UFC.
Oh, please.
Can we?
The
can we see it there?
Or the quintet? Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see that there. Let's see that there. Yeah.
That'd be money in the bank, bro. And with that being said, who's next? Eric? Eric, you got 3 fights or 2 fights? What are your dreams?
I was just about to say, before I toss it to you, Eric, shout out Darren in the chat, baby boy. Happy New Year's to you as well from across the pond. You deserve all the fucking air horns. And hey, sometimes, you know, we get a little laid down here in the South. We got some things we got to take care of in the States. But we definitely will take care of you UK boys a lot more this year. But Eric, let me hear that shit, son.
Nothing too crazy. I mean, for me, it's all about just seeing my favorite fighters. So for me, I want to see Brandon Moreno get the title back. So if I could get another match, whoever, because I think, Kai Kara, he's going to get the next shot. So whoever wins out of that, let's go ahead and see Brandon Moreno, just because that's my boy. So I just want to see him with that belt again. So for me, that's a fight I want to see. And then just the ones that are coming up, honestly, on the next card, on the next pay-per-view card, I mean, those are gonna be some good fights. I'm looking forward to, and I'm so glad we're back. But actually, if we can go off of that a little bit, just a tad bit,
Okay.
something I'm looking forward to seeing is Takaru versus Rod Tank, one championship.
Let's go. My next thing was gonna be, brother, hit those air horns. My next thing was gonna be, hey boys, by the way, it doesn't have to be UFC. It could be anything outside. It could be boxing. It could be bare knuckle. And Eric, that's what I'm fucking talking about. That's how you read your boy's mind.
Yeah. That one's gonna be fucking fire, bro. That one's gonna be fire. You know, Rod Tank is just a fucking tank. Takaru is just a master class. So looking forward to that one. I believe that one's in February. So got
That's a
ways
good
to
one.
go. Mm-hmm.
That's a good
Something
one,
to look
brother.
forward to.
That is. Crossover. Let me hear it, baby.
So I got two matchups, and I don't think both of them can happen, but one of them can definitely happen. But let's go to bantamweight, and I want to see Sean O'Malley against Corey Sandhagen.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Crossover.
Striker's delight.
I love that, man. And we've been
Like-
wanting to see that fight for years.
Absolutely, like it's the fight we want to see. But then when I throw this other one out there, it's gonna throw a little curveball on you. I think this one needs to be 5 rounds.
Okay.
Sean O'Malley against Peter Yan in the rematch, 5 rounds.
Let's go. Give me that. Give me that. Bro, I'd watch that. If they fight 5 times, they could do what Figgy and Moreno did, and I wouldn't be mad. Bro, think about what they did on 3. Like you said, bro, that was a 3-round fight, dude. And I don't know if Sean had 2 more rounds in him. We know how Peter Yan gets down. But also, bro, he pushed 5 against Marab, and Cheeto. So who am I to say he wasn't? You know what I'm saying? I like that a lot.
Man, imagine if we got 2 more rounds of that. Like that fight was so crazy. I know a lot of people thought Yan got robbed. I'm one of them. But 5 rounds of that, I don't think anyone would be disappointed with whatever outcome we get, because the way those styles come together, it's just poetry in motion, dude.
Yeah, I think O'Malley agrees with you, bro.
Oh, man.
I like it.
Hey, boys. Hey, I don't want to get too much into that because that might be a topic I got written down for us to talk about here in a minute. It might be a tad bit of a topic right there that maybe crossover a little bit of foreshadow. I had a seizure there. Let me get through that. But I love my bad, folks. How to get through that? Shout out Osterberry in the chat, brother. Good job, champ, to Osterberry. Always being here too, baby. What's up, Eric?
Quick correction: that Rod Tank fights in March, but we got some other bangers coming up in February and January. My bad, though.
Boys. And you know what? Before we move on to this, unless you got anything else, I'd love to hear some other matchups. I really, really hope we see John Jones Aspinall this year, bro. If we don't, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed off to not see that. Or how about this? This is gonna be a wild left field one. I'd love to see Francis Ngannou get back in the UFC.
Will Dana do it? Will Dana do it? Because, dude, I don't know if Dana will do it.
That's the thing, bro. Yeah, Dana ain't hitting that fax line. Yeah, Dana ain't hitting that fax line.
I like that.
I think there's a disconnect between that deal, folks. I don't think that's going to happen.
Definitely. I like the matchup. Osterberry was talking about Aldo Cruz. That's a good one.
Aldo Cruz is just a legend versus legend fight. Like either way, the fans win that one. Yeah, sign me up for that one, and that can easily headline like a UFC San Diego fight night card.
Of course you're gonna say that.
Come on, of course, bro. I'm not trying to drive.
Hey,
do it in the backyard, baby.
Smelly Fingers loves the dial up, by the way, Olin. Loves it. Hey, and we love you, Smelly Fingers, being in the chat, big dog. But boys, there's got to be some other fights right now we're not thinking about that we're gonna get on from this and be like, I'd love to see this matchup. Boys, like I said, it could be anything. Before we move on from this, is there any other matchup?
How about the Taiwan Chai Super Bond rematch?
See, Eric's in the one championship tonight. And I fucking love that.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
I fucking love that. I'm into that today. Hey, Eric, what do you think about Liam Neeson, Bad Co?
Yeah.
What do you think about Kaya Sakura versus Tetsuro Taira?
That's not your dream matchup, though, is it, brother?
But that's a fun ass matchup, brother.
Yeah.
It's fun.
That's a fun matchup.
I'm talking about.
It's a good bounce back fight for both guys.
Oh, then I'm talking about fights that get your dick hard, like fights this year that you're gonna be erect until the fight.
So Mackenzie Dern
versus
Angela Hill too. Run it back.
Just kidding. No,
Run it back. Dern versus.
sorry,
Hill.
that was low hanging fruit. That was low hanging.
No, but for real,
My
boys.
balls
Like,
is hot.
Sorry about
I'm
that.
trying, there's
I
got
got another one.
more, man. Go ahead.
I do have
Crossover. Go
another
ahead,
one. I got,
Go
and
ahead.
it's outside the UFC.
love it.
Usman
I love it.
Nurmagomedov, Paul Hughes.
Hey, Paul Hughes got the best left hook in the motherfucking game, boys and girls. That'd be a good fight, bro. That's a good fight too. No one's thinking about PFL or Bellator either, bro. Man, dude.
All right. Dream fight that doesn't make any sense. That just
This
because
year.
like I want to
This
see
year.
it happen. Just because
Yeah.
I want to see it happen. And I think it'd be
Hold on,
fucking
let's go.
funny.
Give it to me.
Patty Pimblett versus Ilya Taporia. Hand sanitizer boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would be fun.
I would like that. I would like that.
That
Won't
would be
happen,
fun,
but I
bro.
would like it though.
That's not a bad one at all, bro. That's not a bad one at all.
Hand
bro.
sanitizer boy.
You know what I want to see? I want to see Paulo Costa come back, man. I want to see Paulo Costa fight the Bullet. How about that?
Oh, that's not a good matchup for.
That's a
Costa.
that's a fun fight.
You see this man. You see this man below me shaking his head right now, subtly. Like he don't want it, bro.
But boys, you're not telling me that fight's not interesting to see? Like, just see how, like, what happens there?
I think that fight is less interesting than Shard Bullet versus MVP. I think that's way more of a fun fight.
I agree. I agree. Crossover.
That's a good one, bro.
Like Sterling,
That's
I'll agree with you. It is
happening,
interesting.
Sterling.
Wait,
That fight's been made.
Yeah, that fight's
that's
booked, bro.
happening.
That fight's
Oh.
booked, brother.
Saudi Arabia in February, bro.
Saudi money.
That's happening.
Oh, and in the Izzy card?
Yep, on the Izzy card.
Oh,
Oh, shit,
shit.
yep.
Let's
Charlotte
fucking
versus-
go.
It's happening. That is
Oh
gonna
my
happen, Kevin.
God.
Darush versus Marciano. What? Mocano. Sorry.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
Money Moicano versus Dariush? Ooh.
Is that 311 or Saudi Arabia?
No,
I
that's
think that's
311.
Yeah, I
Moicano
was about
versus
to say, that's
Benil
311.
that's 311.
Yeah, that's what I was
Ooh,
saying.
let's go.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one we're gonna be at. Cross.
Absolutely.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
But boys, if there's nothing else to move on, that Money Moicano was a perfect transition to this next subject I got for y'all. Who do we see January 2nd, 2026? I'm gonna go through each division with y'all. Who do you see in this day in a year from now being the flyweight champion? Let me start with Olin. Right now, it's Pantoja. Who do you see January 2nd, 2026? Who's the flyweight champ?
Man, that's tough. That's tough because Pantoja has looked absolutely unfucking beatable. If we're being honest, here, man.
Unbeatable.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not many people that I do think can dethrone him. If I had to pick somebody other than the current champion, just because I don't want to pick the safe pick here, you know, I like a good underdog, right? So give me the biggest dog in that division. Give me Energy, baby. Give me that G power. Give me Charles Johnson.
I like that.
Let's go.
I think style for style, he's a bad matchup for 95% of the fucking division. Like in the fights he loses, he's already lost. So
Yeah.
he comes back, he gets stronger from this. And Osterberry's, that was a joke, brother. The only thing I'm thirsty for right now is some good fucking fights, man. I also just had a stroke. Sorry about that, guys.
Nah, hey, first episode of the year. First episode of the year, baby boys and girls. That's all we're doing right here. And by the way, while you're doing that, shout out Lane in the chat. Shout out Big Captain Roth in the chat. And also, shout out Osterberry. DJ, he's going to make a legendary comeback.
No, dude,
don't
I'm so
know.
sorry.
I
He
don't
said he
know
doesn't
about
want
that,
to.
brother. Yeah, I'm about to say, if you saw him, as soon as he called him out, he literally said, my ass is not coming out of retirement. And crossover, give me that 125 champ, January 6th, 2026. I like that. I like Energy.
So I definitely like that pick too, Olin. For
like
me,
that.
like I really believe in Pantoja. Like I just think he's so well rounded, so complete. But I'm gonna go a little off the beaten path and throw a little curveball in here, you know, just for fun.
Let's go.
I'm gonna say Muhammad Mokaev is gonna come back into the UFC later this year. Get a title fight after
Okay.
Pantoja gets another title defense, and he's got
Okay.
nobody left to fight. They're gonna throw Muhammad Mokaev in there, and he gets the win.
Hey, I like that. Crossover. Ever since you turned into Shady Crossover, you've been a different human. I like that, brother. I like that a lot. Eric, who's that 125 champ next year, son?
You already know my pick.
I already know, but go ahead and say it, bro.
Brandon motherfucking Moreno.
Yes, sir.
Babyface
Mexico's
killer.
own.
Yep. Baby assassin. Let's go. That's what I want.
Maybe not today. Maybe not today, but one day I will be champion.
Let's fucking
And
go.
he is. My 125er is going to be Manel Cop, boys. I hate to do that to y'all. I love the energy pick. I love all y'all's picks, honestly. But honestly, Manel Cop's a motherfucker. And he is on a run, son. This dude's ready to fuck up Izzy Adesanya on sight. So I'm going to go Manel Cop, brother. I love his fucking energy. Reminds me of a young African-American S-Dog in some type of way. So I'm going to go with Manel Cop. He's the fucking man. But also, his name is Muhammad. Allah be praised. I thought Fingers was rocking with you. My bad, crossover. Fingers got me. That was a good one. All right, let's move on to bantamweight, folks. I don't want to spend an hour and a half on this, but bantamweight, Olin, who's that champ next year, son?
I'll make it quick. I'll make it simple. I'll let Joe Rogan say it. Yeah, that's who it's gonna be. Umar, ladies and gentlemen. I just think he's
good,
again
dude.
stylistically he's a bad matchup for our guy. I like Marab the Machine, the Velishvili, but I think Umar is he's gonna prove to be too much for him. He's gonna give him problems.
Yeah. Cross over. What you got, brother?
Brother, Umar Nurmagomedov,
No
brother,
way.
yes.
Oh my
yes.
God. I
Dude,
know they were
man,
some
like-
fucking Dagestanians.
Like I get it, brother. Like, you know, the Americans, we don't like the Dagestanis. I get it, but bro, you gotta respect
Speak for
what
yourself,
they do.
dog.
You gotta respect the pedigree, bro. Like these
Bruh,
guys
you do.
win
You do.
big time fights.
Yeah.
And you got to think, man, he's got Habib in his ear. He's got Islam in his ear. And he's training with the best fighters in the world every single day, guys. So for me, it's Umar Nurmagomedov.
Damn, crossover. That's a fucking good one. I'm not gonna lie to you. You really just turned me. I almost agreed with you for a second. Yeah, I literally was about to go. Should I just go ahead and say Umar as well? But Eric, let's switch it up, brother. Who we going with?
Lube them up because we got a threesome in this bitch.
No.
It's okay if it's in a three-way. It ain't gay if it's in a three-way.
Shout out Lonely Island.
okay, but if I want to throw kind of like just someone we might want to see, Peter Young.
Eric, you don't fucking take my picks like that, brother. I got it written down right here. I was gonna be like, I'll go with the Russian, but he ain't from Dagestan. Piotr Yan will run the 135-pound division until UFC 400. This man's about to take back the throne. I know that we're all rocking with Russians, but I'm rocking with a different Russian. Peter Yan's gonna come back. He fucks Figgy up. He's fucking all these boys up. And crossover, you're not agreeing with me here, and I'm a tad bit disappointed.
I'm just saying, brother. I mean,
Look at Lane. Lane,
Peter's
your boy.
Bro, Peter Yan's been exposed, bro. You just constantly shoot, put him up against the cage, and it nullifies his entire game. Yes, he can defend the takedowns, but he's not going to offer up any offense, and you literally can just hold him up against the cage. It's kind of like what Mario Batista did to Jose Aldo. That's his kryptonite.
Don't do that.
That's his kryptonite.
You know,
and now it's out there. People know, and people are like, hey, like if I want to beat Peter Yan, this guy got all this elite striking, very well-rounded, former champion. No, I'm gonna hold him on the cage and I'm gonna win the fight.
I mean, you're making good points tonight, brother. And shout out Lane, shout out Kathy, shout out Two Fingers, shout out Osterberry, shout out everyone in the chat tonight. Big appreciate y'all. But crossover, that's a solid fucking point. I'm not gonna lie to you, but you got to think about it, bro. Peter's here to kill. He's on the second end of his career, and this is all he's got left, brother. I'm ready to see what Jake Smith's thinking here. Jake Smith says, I think what Peter did to Figgy is a good sign for him, but I don't think he regains his belt, sadly.
He gains the belt.
Yeah, he got you excited and let you down at the end.
He did, man. Fuck. He did. Fuck, he did, bro. He did, bro. He
just
did.
the tip. Just the tip.
Oh, he did, bro. He did that, Jerry. I got blue balls right
What a
now.
tease. What a tease.
Eric, let's get off of this, bro, because I see everyone fucking is clearly hating on Peter Yan right now, and I don't appreciate it. Let's go to the featherweights, Eric. Give me this. Let's start it off. Let's switch it up. Eric, who's that featherweight champ next year, baby boy?
So I'm gonna go ahead and go with our boy
Crossover?
who's not from, but that's representing that Mexico, Diego Lopez.
Oh, I like it, son. I like it, son. Way to come out swinging with your boy.
Yeah, I feel like he's one of the people in there that could strike with Ilya. So that would make for a fun matchup, and they both got takedowns. They both got grappling. So
Hey, brother,
I
I'm
think
telling you,
that'll
we're
stay
all
on the
having
feet.
strokes. We're all having
Yeah.
strokes tonight.
I
None of
know,
us got
right?
the
It's like,
vaccine.
you gotta get back in the flow of things.
Yeah, bro. Hey, it's been a minute
Gotta how to
off, brother.
speak.
And before I throw it to crossover, because I already know who the fuck he's gonna say. Shout out Jake Smith, brother. I'm 100% with you. I think Umar and Marab are bad for him. I appreciate you though, Jake, being real, and I appreciate you being here, brother. So crossover. Should we just play some Spanish music for you right now? Should Olin hit that Spain button or what, dude?
Go ahead and cue it up, baby. Hey, it's El Matador, baby. El Matador. Ilya Topuria, baby. Guys, we just gotta realize like how good Ilya Topuria is, guys. Like what he just did this year. This guy's about to, if you just look at the division, guys that become champion at featherweight, they go on to have a reign and they end up becoming one of the greatest fighters ever. It's the one unique thing about that division, and Ilya Topuria he's eating what he killed. He went and killed Alexander Volkanovski. He went and killed Max Holloway and says, I'm the guy, and now I'm going to reign over division. If he even stays at the division.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. 2025 crossover is coming in hot, son. 2025 crossover is coming in with fuego, boys and girls. If Ilya doesn't move up, I can't see anyone at featherweight beating him. And let's be real. You didn't see me shaking my head no when crossover was talking. You didn't see me disagree with my man one time. And that's why Olin already had a finger lingering over that Spanish button. Shout out the fucking Matador. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's hard to rock with him, being what he did to two legends. As crossover sips on that fucking hot tea over there. Let me throw it over here.
Well, I mean, since he's talking about the Matador, I think he might be sipping on a little tiny glass of red wine right before weigh-ins. You know, since that's how he does it, son. That's how he does it. But hey, look, me and Cross, we typically agree because you know what they say, great minds think alike. But every now and then, even the greatest of minds, they got to disagree on a couple things. And that's when I link up with my boy, the man, the myth, the legend, Eric, on his pick here because you know I'm pulling with my guy, Diego.
Where are you?
Let's go!
Fucking Lopez, baby. Let's go. The man, the myth, the legend, the man himself that looks like the front man of Blink-182. But no, that's not him. Your eyes deceive you. It's not Tom DeLonge. It's the man that's going to knock out the Matador himself. He is going to be the raging bull that catches the Matador slipping, and he has a finisher's style. He constantly hunts the head, constantly hunts submissions, and I think that is going to prove to be the biggest differentiator. I know, Cross, before I mute myself and give you the floor back, I know what you're thinking. I'm no scrub, bro. I do the research, right? Ilya came into this game as a fucking submission style fighter. He's a BJJ black belt, and he is damn good at every single thing that he does. I like it when things get shaken up, and you know I'm gonna get dog odds on my boy fucking Diego Lopez. So look, I'm praying, I'm hoping, I'm lingering on a prayer here that Diego does go out there and get it done, and it's the opposite of a fatality to my wallet because I'll be betting on Diego Lopez when that fight finally does happen. Now, Sterling, take us home for the featherweight division. Who you got, brother, and tell us why it is also fucking Diego Lopez.
Brother, before we do a reverse trilogy like y'all did to me, we're about to do the same thing to crossover. I'm going with Diego Lopez, boys and girls. He will run this bitch. And also, yes, sir, I'm on the other side of the fence now, crossover. I'm here now, baby boy. And I hate to tell you this, Olin, you got two songs stuck in my head. Earlier when you said you didn't want no scrub, I've been singing in my head, I Don't Want No Scrub by TLC. And
Scrub is a guy that thinks his flyers, also known as a buster.
Hanging out the window on his passenger side, trying to holler at me. All right, but anyways, back to what we're talking about. Diego Lopez, the trilogy has turned. We're having a reverse threesome on crossover right now. No Diddy. I hate to do this to you, crossover. I'm with the boys, the Brazilian Mexican assassin, Diego Lopez. And Eric's going to come back, give him 1 sec. But crossover, what are your thoughts on that, brother? Diego Lopez over the Matador.
So I totally get it. I see where y'all are coming from. Diego Lopez definitely got power in his hands. Definitely very dangerous on the ground with the jiu-jitsu. However,
Juice man.
I think all of y'all would agree Ilya is the better technical striker. I think y'all all would agree with that. And he also has fought somebody with big power in his hands, Josh Emmett, and we saw what he did to him. And if we look at the Dan Ige, like I know the circumstances in the Dan Ige, Diego Lopez fight, they are what they are. But Diego Lopez didn't look. Did he do anything in that fight that made y'all think that, oh yeah, like this guy can go in there with Ilia Topuria and make a difference? I didn't think so. But I personally think the tougher fight for him, I mean, I think the more dangerous one is Diego Lopez, but I think Movsar Evloev is just dangerous, guys. I'm sorry. Like the guy just does not get the credit he deserves. And he kind of has a little bit of that Bilal Muhammad feel at 170. And the guy just wins, bro. I know he doesn't finish anybody, but he wins. So that's just a dark horse everybody needs to pay attention to.
So can I just tell you the reason I don't think Movsar has paths to victory the way that I think Diego Lopez has paths to victory? What up, Ruben? What up, Juiceman562? Happy to see all you guys, and Jake Smith in the chat. What is up? Let us know who you would have in this fight. Diego Lopez versus Ilia Topuria, or Movsar Evloev versus Ilia Topuria. Now, Cross, the reason that I don't think, or I don't see as many paths to victory for Movsar as I do for Diego Lopez is because Diego Lopez is an active finisher and is constantly fishing for submissions. He's hunting submissions. And when he's on the feet, again, like I know you referenced Josh Emmett, which great callback. You're right. Big power.
Great callback.
But very different kinds of power, right? It's like a concussive force versus constant force over and over again, right? Like it's the age-old question of would you rather get shot by a gun or stung by 1,000 bees? I'd rather get shot by a gun, bro.
What about
the
that,
one
though?
time, one and done? Like, give me that. I'm also allergic to bees, so maybe that has something to do with it. But either way, I don't want the death by 1,000 bee stings. And I think that's what Diego does. And that constant flowing force of water, you've heard me say it on shows with you before, Cross. Like, it'll break down the strongest of rocks. I know Ilya is the strongest rock in the UFC currently. Like, you might as well call the dude Dwayne Johnson because he's the rock, bro. Like, he's holding them fucking down. But I just think Diego Lopez presents problems for him. I know it's wishful thinking. Again, I will probably hedge that bet if I'm being a realist with you. But if they fight and you don't think I'm taking Diego Lopez inside the distance, you obviously have not ever talked to me.
and before I get your rebuttal crossover, before I get to the chat, you got to think he's the only dude willing to go in there and throw them fucking hands with him. Diego will go in there and be like, "Hey, motherfucker, you want to go to the middle? Let's go to the middle." Oh shit, go ahead. What do you think?
Guys, are we just gonna act like we didn't see Movsar Evloev outstrike Diego Lopez in that fight? Are we gonna act like we didn't see it?
Hey, but 5-day notice. 5-day notice.
I get it, but Movsar Evloev is not a striker. What the part about it that makes Movsar so dangerous is everybody knows if he gets his hands on you, it makes you a little more tentative on the feet. I'm not saying he's great on the feet, but I'm just saying the combination of the two makes him more dangerous. And then all he does, he can get up in the clinch, tie you up, the scrambles. I personally think Movsar is probably the best scrambler at featherweight on the ground. Dude. And if the fight takes place there, those rounds can be very close. You know, like if it doesn't play out quite on the feet and it's not all pretty how we all like to see it, I'm just saying he can make it dirty. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, bro, you're 100% right, bro. And like we said, folks, what we're doing right now for everyone joining in, by the way, we got 86 of you real motherfuckers chilling with us on a Thursday night, baby. Woo! And everyone on Twitter, slide to YouTube. But before we do all that, and before I get to the chat right now, we appreciate everyone in here. Boys, I think the fight to make, as we've already just discussed right now, is Diego Lopez versus Ilia Topuria. So I don't know why that wasn't in our dream matchups, boys. That's a great fight. Now that we've been talking about it,
it was like an obvious one. It was an obvious one.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But in my head, I was like, that's probably gonna go like quick one way. But now that we're talking about it, I'm fucking like, damn, is this fight happening? I'm like, Dana, Pull this clip, baby boy. Let's hype this up. And shout out
Yeah.
Ruben in the chat. Shout out Juice Man holding it down in the chat. Shout out Jake dropping fire in here. The Flying Kitten. Shout out that name. That's hilarious.
That's a funny ass comment. Expat
Look at that
Brazilian
comment.
Diego wouldn't beat Ilya, but current Mexican Arad Diego can.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
That's the most
That's legit.
2024/2025 thing I've ever
That's
read.
good. I like that.
It's incredible.
Shout out to Flying Kitten, baby. And Jake Smith's agreeing with you too, brother. Probably Ilya, but I think he's done at flyweight. I think Lopez or Moscar can have the belt by the end of the year.
Fair point.
That's not a bad point at all. Osterberry is rocking with you, brother. To beat Ilya, you just got to be a bad motherfucker.
This is exactly what I was saying, Osterberries. This is exactly what I was saying. Flowing water, that constant flowing force of water. And I know we just saw it with Max Holloway, Cross. Just wipe that fucking smirk off your face, brother.
I know,
Stop.
look at Juice Man. I didn't want to pull this
Stop,
up.
dude.
I didn't want to pull this up.
God.
But fucking Juice Man's like, I was like, man,
Dick.
you're on right now.
You don't even have to speak.
Yeah. Hey, what do y'all think about this, though, before we move on to lightweight? I don't know why I want to see Volk versus Diego first. Change my mind. I think that's fireworks.
Oh, I mean, Juice Man, sign me up.
Not
I'm
hating.
not
Juice Man,
mad
let's
at that.
go.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad
like
at that
that.
at all. I'm not
Okay,
mad at
who's
that.
up for Ilya?
But like Jake said, Lopez
Stop,
probably
Alex.
finishes Volk too. And then what happens to Volk, boys? 3 vicious KOs to Islam, Ilya, and Diego. There's no really coming back from that, bro. And I do not want to see Volk get knocked out 3 times in a row. That's my only downside to it.
And it
But-
could happen.
That's tough.
It could definitely happen because
Yeah.
Diego throws unpredictable strikes. Like, Diego Lopez to me is almost like a featherweight Carlos Condit. He's game. He's not
That's a
afraid
good
to
point.
bleed. He constantly moves forward, and he has a like very significant like style of striking, but it's very unorthodox and it comes from very weird angles.
And he kind of fucked up in the Ortega fight because he came out like a motherfucker and should have finished Ortega. And
Yeah.
then that fight goes to decision, and you're like, come on, bro. Does Ilya go to decision with Brian? You know what I'm saying? Ilya fucks Brian up with nasty
Questionable
combos.
fight IQ. Questionable fight IQ.
Also that too. Against an old Ortega, who, boys, let's be real, he should have knocked Ortega out halfway through that first round. Dropped him 2 times. And like you said, crossover, you got to have that IQ to finish. I get your hype. I get it's UFC Noche. A lot was happening, but Ilya Taporia's finishing, boys, 10 out of 10 times. And before we spend an hour and a half on the featherweight, Eric, give me that lightweight champ. January 2nd, 2026, big dog.
It's not going to change.
Go
It's
ahead.
staying right where it is. Oh, damn.
Oh.
I see the head shake. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Agreeing or not? Okay. All right. Yeah. It's not changing, bro. I don't see anyone really in the division taking it from him. He's about to get his hardest, I feel like, challenge, but yeah, that belt's staying right where it's at, brother. Right where it's at, brother.
Right where it's at, brother. Brother, listen to me, brother.
Yeah.
Crossover. You're rocking real heavy on Dagestani and in Spanish right now. I'm fucking. Are you even American at this point? Give me your lightweight champ, dude.
Who this guy? Who this guy? Islam Makhachev, dog. What are we doing here? Islam Makhachev, man. Are you kidding me? Let's be real, man. Tired of playing around with y'all tonight, man. Islam Makhachev. Let's go.
Unhinged 2025 crossover, baby. The shades are fucking on. Olin. Oh, wait.
Brother,
should
I'm
we
not-
go ahead and skip you.
I mean, you might as well because it's gonna be Islam Makhachev, bro. You know, I've told you the story 5 fucking times. I trained at
I know.
AKA. He
know.
split this pinky in half with a body kick through a fucking kick shield.
I get it.
I will never pick against Islam.
I get
Like,
it.
brother,
I
like,
get it.
dude, I told people about his kick power for literally like 7-8 years before I had 6 people I hadn't talked to in like probably 3 years before they texted me after that fucking Volk fight saying, "Oh my God, his kick! You've been telling me." I'm like, yeah, I know. I could tell you. My pinky hurts every winter because of his kick. I could tell you, he's strong. He's strong like a bull. And I mean, look, you got to check these lightweights, man. They don't have no grappling. He's no good, brother. Islam, check all these black belts. He's going to take all these black belts, brother. Islam's the guy, and it's just it's bad news bears for everybody else because the best chance you've got at beating him is Arman Sarukian. Oh, and by the way, he's already lost once. He's gonna lose again in January. So That's a
If
wash.
anybody does it though, that's the guy. If anybody
does it, that's the guy. His best chance was maybe not turning coat and talking shit about his best training partner in Dustin Poirier. Like, I used to think that he had a better chance, but I mean, dude, scumbag behavior. That's probably translating to the gym. And I mean, also, if we look at the improvements that have been made since that first fight, Islam is significantly more comfortable on the feet, and that's a fucking problem for Arman because we've seen Arman get hit by better strikers. Don't get me wrong, he's fought good strikers, but less powerful strikers. Like, I don't think people realize how fucking physically dominant and physically strong Islam actually is.
You know what
when he lands that hook, what's that?
You know what kind of favorite he is right now? With Azza?
I think they were pretty close last time I checked, like minus 200 stuff.
And I know, Sterling, I know you don't want to hear this.
Go ahead.
Sterling, I know you don't want to hear this, but if Islam wins his next two fights, whoever the next one is, if he beats Arman and then wins the next fight, Islam's going to be knocking on top 5 like ever. Like, and I don't know if people are aware of that, like how close he is. Because one more title defense, he's already got the record for title defenses at lightweight. If he goes up to 170,
who he did it against.
Exactly. And if he goes up and gets a belt at 170, I mean, it's done. It's done. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I'm just saying if it were to happen, like that's just how close he is to like being up there on Mount Rushmore.
I love you, Sterling. As much as I don't like to be the salt in the wound kind of guy, I'm gonna be that guy. I just have to tell you, like he said, he doesn't know if it's gonna happen. I do know it will happen because who the fuck at 170 beats him? The guy that he taught how to beat Leon?
Oh,
that guy?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. Oh,
I'm so sorry. Like I love that. But and also fun fact, Sterling, before you jump in.
I'll tell you.
Leon Edwards was his first sparring partner when he got here from Dagestan, Russia. When he first made it to AKA, that's the guy that he beat up in the cage was Leon, a natural 170 pounder. So it's tough picks. And tell us about that money, brother. Tell us about that money.
Eric, who did you just say?
Money Moicano?
Will be the champion next year, January 2nd, 2026. Show me the money.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
Drinking beers.
Let's go. Let's go.
Well, Sterling, I really hope that you bet big on Moicano.
Put 5 units on people.
Put 5 units on that motherfucker because he is going to be a heavy dog. And Valadizzi, to answer your question, I did find the odds. They have updated from the last time I looked. Islam is sitting heftily at minus 425. Ooh. You can get Arman at a plus 300 point money line dog.
Damn. I wish I would have found that earlier. Damn.
Okay. I mean, plus 300 are Arman. I might sprinkle on that just to be stupid and lose money.
Bro, you never know. It's
all
MMA.
Underdog picks.
It's MMA, brother. You never know. But
I love dog picks. I'm sorry.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
How does Islam win? Like if not Islam, but if Arman were to win, how would y'all see him winning?
He doesn't. That's the problem. I don't see a path. I've computed it.
I don't see a path because I don't see him knocking out Islam. Islam's way too technical.
But how do you see him getting a decision? You see him outworking Islam?
That's what I'm saying. That's the only way. Just a 3-2. Judges are fucked up. Maybe they just grappled a lot. Maybe judges are kind of
just
you know.
It's a lot of scrambles.
Somebody slipped all 3 judges at Jeffrey. Yeah. Like okay, all right. Now we're working.
No, for real. Like I don't crossover. We're just saying. Like it's gonna be. It's not gonna be like a real exciting fight if he wins. It's gonna be a lot of transitions, a lot of over and under work, a lot of maybe technical on the feet for a couple seconds, and they go back to grappling. Yep. That's how he would win. He's probably he's got to do some shit. He's got to pull off something fucking crazy to catch.
I think flash knockout is his only path to victory. Like if he catches Islam shooting for a blast double or something, and he catches him with like an up knee.
He's
that's
strong
the
as fuck.
Only way.
I mean,
he's strong. Bro, he's built like a fucking ox.
He's strong as fuck, dude.
I look at it like they essentially do a lot of the same things, but everything they do, Islam's a little bit better.
Yes,
they do the exact same things, but Islam is a little bit better. Yeah, little bit, not even by a lot.
And bro, you gotta think about this. Shout out Ryan in the chat, baby. You gotta think about this too, bro. Who's his coach? Khabib. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's Armand? Who's Armand's coach? Who's his
American
training
Top
partner?
Team. American Top Team.
American Top Team, Dustin Poirier.
Poirier. Yep.
That's pretty good, boys. That's fucking pretty good.
But Dustin don't know how to beat the Dagestanis. What does that mean?
But he's also the only person that's taken them as far as they've been taken. He's the closest to ever beating Khabib and the closest to ever beating Islam, and that does say something.
And he got finished by both.
Because it's boxing.
Look, Crossover, I don't like your fucking attitude tonight, bro. I like you usually, and you're being a real McAsshole right now, dude.
Crazy.
I'm on villain time tonight, baby. Let's go.
I don't appreciate it. Take them glasses off. Let me see them eyes, dude.
Somebody play some Pooh Shiesty. Fucking Crossover's coming for heads
Fucking
tonight,
guy.
son. And Olin, go ahead and read that for me, brother, since you are the literal one.
My 2025 must-make fight that I think people will tune in no matter what. Chandler versus Fiziev. That's my dream fight.
Bro,
Built the same. Power. Fiziev is faster. Chandler may be stronger. Thoughts? Juice Man, I'll give you my thoughts. That's money in the fucking bank. Sign me the fuck up for that one, man.
Yes, bro. That Juice Man, that's why I had to tell Olin to make sure that got read, brother.
And yeah, LDB, we did say DP is a teammate, not a coach. So I'm sorry if that got misconstrued.
Yeah,
that's his sparring partner.
Yeah, look, these boys aren't saying DP's is fucking head time over there. It's probably Henry Hooves or maybe Matt Brown, some guys like that over there. Dustin's just a dog. But that's why I had to make sure you read that, bro. Juice Man, that's a fucking banger I didn't think about.
Love
boys.
that.
Chandler
Love that.
I love that, bro. And hey, what do we think about this? You know what? And that's another topic from later. Hang on, boys. I was about to ask Justin about Chandler, but we got a couple more weight classes to get to. Any other thoughts on lightweight before Crossover takes us in with welterweight?
Nah.
Crossover, get back on the side over here, brother. You've been fucking on. You've been on it these last 4. Let's get back over here. Welterweight champ next year. Who you got?
Welterweight champ next year. Brother.
No.
Islam Makhachev becomes double champion in 2025. Bro, yes. Yes. It's been written. It's father's plan, dog. It's been written. It's father's plan.
God. You can't pull that.
You know this, brother. You know this true.
You can't pull
this
that
is
card,
true.
Brother, who black belt? Who give him black belt? Who black belt? Brother, yes, brother.
Bro. Armin by axe kick. What y'all boys
That'd be
think about
crazy.
that?
I couldn't imagine. I honestly, I couldn't imagine. Not even in my wildest dreams.
Fucking spinning tornado kick.
Eric, Crossover is clearly on something tonight. Let's bring it back over here to H-Town. Who we got in the welterweight champ? But I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm talking shit, but it could very well happen. I could see
definitely.
Islam fucking around being the double champ. I'm just being a little jokes, but Crossover might be on one.
If he doesn't move up, then it's Shavkat, I believe. No question about it. There's not anybody else that can really compete. Joaquin Buckley's coming up, but we'll see how that goes. I do believe he probably will get a title shot with the way things are going, but Shavkat's next in line.
Like you said, Eric,
he's going to take that.
Yeah,
he's going to get his chance. He's going to get his chance this year, I believe. But Shavkat's he's got the next fight, and I think he's going to take it. I don't know how fun that fight's going to be, but
Olin, I'm gonna go to you. Then I got a question for Crossover after. Who you got for welterweight, brother?
Well, I'll do you one better. I'll tell you who I got to be the welterweight champion. I'll even give you his first title defense. It's gonna be Islam Makhachev, right? If Islam chooses to go up, Cross is absolutely right. He beats. I mean, he beats Bilal any way he wants to, in my opinion. He's just as big as him. He's stronger. He's faster. And he's better and just far more technically sound, in my opinion. He has finishing ability to a very, very high level. I think Shavkat gets beaten by Bilal. I think Islam goes up shortly after that and beats Bilal. And then I think because it fits a fun narrative for Dana White, he makes his first title defense at welterweight against Ian Gary. Ooh. And then he beats the fucking brakes off Ian Gary. Ooh. Unfortunately for you.
So why does Ian skip over Joaquin?
Joaquin, that's what I was just about to say, Eric. I was about
to say he skips over Joaquin because he's a Conor clone, and Dana loves anybody that spews Conor energy.
Bro, I think they're gonna have to do Joaquin versus Ian eventually. Like Joaquin's a motherfucker to deal with, bro. He's the black horse in the division right now.
Bro, they wouldn't even give Joaquin space on the stage at UFC X 2 years ago. He had to make his own fucking panel in the middle of the floor. That's when he started calling out Wonder Boy. And that's the only reason he got that fight.
Yeah.
Because he went live on social media.
I think he knocked Wonder Boy the fuck out.
Like security was trying to get him to get out. Like they're not nice to him.
But he knocked Wonder Boy the fuck out.
He did. No, he did. He called for the fight and he called his shot.
but then they give him a toss up with Kobe. Anyone that thought Kobe was going to win was fucking retarded. I don't know if we could use that word in 2025, but I had Joaquin by I would have put my fucking house on Joaquin. I put my life on fucking Joaquin whooping that ass. That was
the people that told you they actually thought Colby Covington were going to win that fight are the same people that told you and will look you dead in the eyes and say they didn't zoom in on Mackenzie Dern's last post.
It sounds like Crossover was
just liars.
Crossover. Before I ask you that,
stop that. Don't do that. But go ahead.
Juice Man's about to drop something in the chat.
Crossover does love Colby Covington. I don't know if you see him in the group chat, but he's a big Colby Covington fan.
Whoa, Crossover. I want to ask you another question, but do you really?
What?
Are you a big Colby guy?
Bro, don't even try me.
I'm playing.
Man, what are we doing? What are we doing, man?
That was a toss-up so I could do this. Crossover loves himself some Dagestanians. I know that,
bro,
baby.
Hey, I give respect where it's earned, man. And those guys, they earned it, bro. Like, they win fights, they win titles. And you can not like them all you want to, but you know you're going to be in for the fight of your life when you step in the octagon with those guys. And they're going to be prepared, and they're going to have cardio, and they are going to make you earn it. Like, if you beat them, you got to earn it.
Yeah. You gotta be a motherfucker to walk down a Dagestanian, bro, or defend some of those shots. And they just don't fucking stop. Jerome is rocking with Bilal. Now I'm gonna go ahead and give my pick so I can ask Crossover this question. I have Shavkat written down, but brother, I can't get this out of my head. I want to talk to y'all about this. How do y'all see Shavkat versus Islam going down, man? Crossover, you started, bro.
So I think in that fight, like we saw that Shavkat in his fight with Ian Gary, I think it was personally, I don't think he was too healthy in the fight, but he took the fight. I know he came out later and said he wasn't healthy. But we saw that like Shavkat's not this robot that just marches anybody down, walks forward, doesn't care who you are. He is calculated. And I don't care who you are. You're going to go in there and give Islam Makhachev respect, period. Mm-hmm. And I just think Islam's fight IQ and being in so many big fights is going to give him the edge in that fight.
Olin, you got any thoughts on that, bro? That's a fucking great breakdown. I'm not going to lie to you. I guess Olin does not have any thoughts on that. Okay. Shout out Juice Man saying, all right. Shout out Juice Man saying Shavkat versus Islam is a mismatch. Shavkat, come on. That's what I'm talking about, Juice Man. I like that fucking energy, baby boy.
And no, I agree with Crossover. I don't have much to add. I think that that's 100% on the money, man.
Yeah, bro, that's a perfect breakdown, bro. Real quick, before we move on to 185, LDB said, will there be a Fighting Nerd title fight this year? What do you boys think about that? Because this 185 middleweight division could have one of those Fighting Nerds fighting for the title. And there could be more than two, brother. There could be three.
I was going to say, there might be three, bro.
There could be Duffy, Pratas, Kayo, and I said Duffy. Yeah, Duffy, Kayo, and
Roofy, not Duffy.
I don't think Roofy can get up there fast enough in a year.
He can't get up there fast enough. He'd have to have a stunning fucking finish.
Exactly.
Against the top 10 opponent.
Yeah, he would have to like take like a short notice fight against a guy that's ranked and get like a big jump because like it's last minute. There's nobody else. He would have to get a fight like that. But Baralio's knocking on the door. He's right there.
Yeah.
And I think there's somebody else. Is Natalia Silva, is she in that camp too?
She's not in that camp. Bruna Brazil is.
Bruna, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the 135? Yeah, she's a beast, bro. She's a
badass.
She's a beast, bro.
But yeah, Prates is another guy we definitely got to pay attention to. That dude, those hands, absolutely. I'm with you, Osterberry, for sure.
The only reason I didn't choose him, like I'm very high on Prates specifically from Fighting Nerds, and then I would say Caio Baralho as far as like their stack rank is second best out of that camp right now. The only reason I didn't pick Prates is because he's, I think, 12 or 13 right now.
Yeah,
he's 13 right now.
He hasn't fought a
tough
wrestler.
climb.
Yeah, he hasn't fought a wrestler yet either, bro.
So I mean, and I think also that they're going to try and build him Like, granted, he had four fights and 4 finishes this year, so he could have a very active year and fight for a title by the end of the year, but it'd be very far-fetched. I think at the earliest, they put him on an early January, February card to fight for the title next year.
That's not bad, brother. And let's go ahead and go into this, boys. We're talking about it. 185-pound middleweight champ next year around this time. Olin. Who is it, brother?
Easiest money you could have handed me first, brother. It's Dricus du Plessis. Nobody's going to beat this guy. I'm so sorry to tell you. If he fights Khamzat, he beats Khamzat, right? I know a lot of people disagree with me on that, but I truly believe he beats Khamzat. I think he's a bad matchup for him.
The Flying Kitten. You already know whose mine is. I'll go ahead and give mine before I give it the crossover. I think it's going to be Sean Strickland, baby boy. I think in about 2 to 3 weeks, that motherfucker better love that champ. I don't know if y'all noticed this. I'm going to clip this. Crossover didn't do no fucking fist pump for USA. My man clearly is from Russia. My man clearly is from Spain. Part fucking Spanish. Part fucking Dagestanian. All right? So disappointed in you.
Brother, USA is not going to have a single champ January 1st, 2026. Not one. Not one, dog. Not one.
Oh my God.
And if y'all think so, tell me who it's gonna be.
Sean Strickland. I'm telling you, 185.
bro,
Sean Strickland,
bro.
brother.
If Strickland beats DDP, he is going to get mauled by Khamzat Chimaev, bro. Mauled,
brother. Deshaun, like the Flying Kitten just said, does not lose. Let me say that right now. You've never seen Deshaun get finished, and Deshaun's always here to bang with motherfuckers.
Hold on. You think John Jones won't be champion?
Brother, we're talking about what's her weight.
I don't think John's.
He said not an un-American champion.
I don't think John's going to be fighting in 2026.
John's the poster boy for America. Dude does everything wrong, but still gets paid.
I don't think he's going to be fighting in 2026.
I don't either. That's why I don't think he loses the belt. They ain't going to strip John Jones. When the fuck if they strip John Jones? Well, never mind. They have done that one time.
I think John is going to fight one more time, and then John's done.
Yeah, he's fighting.
I agree with you. But I think he waits to fight Joe. I think he's not going to fight Tom. I think the same thing happens that happened with Stipe. They schedule it for IFW. They then have to scramble and overstack the card because John pulls out or some shit shifts, and then they schedule it for next year. And because of that, we get John Jones as the champion for this year.
But crossover, before we get to John Jones and heavyweight, who's your middleweight, brother? I'm ready to see. We got DDP, we got Deshaun. Crossover, who you going with?
Khamzat Boars Chimaev, brother.
Damn it.
Brother. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Full aboard the train, bro. Like, everybody's back on it after he just almost ripped Robert Whitaker's head off. Like, guys, what are we doing? It's easy, guys. It's right in front of you. I know it's tough, but just come on over here, guys. I know y'all want to come on over here.
Bro, go ahead and get your visa and go live in Chechnya, all right? You're really disappointing me, crossover, all right, bro? I know I can't say where you're at, but I thought you were a fellow one of us, and I'm getting real disappointed, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. Eric, please tell me you're feeling like America down there. Fuck! We lost him,
Yeah,
too.
dog. All right, so here's my thing, man.
Oh, shit. He ain't picking Sean.
I want Sean.
Doesn't sound like it.
Doesn't
sound like it.
I love his shit talking. I love what he does, man.
I'm going to get some water while you
fan.
betrayed us.
But if I have to lay down some fucking money right now, it's going to be the Wolf. He is going
That's a smart man. That's a smart man over there. That's a smart man.
Smish. Right? That's what it is? Smish. Smish.
Smish.
Bro, composed Khamzat is a different animal.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know
Eric.
what I was thinking with the Duplessis. I mean, don't get me wrong, man. He's good. He's good.
Thank you.
And all that. But he is gonna. I felt like he was wearing down in that fight against Izzy. So, I mean, and then you go up against something like that, a machine like that. There's no way he's gonna last, man. There's no way.
Yeah,
he's gonna outwork him, wear him out, beat him down. It's gonna be a shit show.
The fight to make, bro, clearly is Khamzat versus DDP if he gets past Deshaun. There's nobody else for him, bro. And
I'm glad Osterberry's knows what the fuck is up here. Thanks for having a level head, bud.
Well, we were just shitting on you, so I'm glad you got to see that comment. But boys, Is that what we got for 185? No one said the Fighting Nerd. I was waiting for somebody to say Kaio, or I was waiting for somebody to throw a little something different in there with Shara Bullet. But we're all real thinkers here. We're all hardcores. We got Hamzat, we got Deshaun, DDP, and Eric's in fucking Chechnya as well. So let's go ahead and head to the light heavyweight, because I think this is about to be a clear sweep to heavyweight. So let's go ahead and all just say it. I'll start it out. Let's all do it together. Chama.
Johnny Walker.
What the fuck?
Carlos Olberg. He's going to win the belt in Australia.
Flying Kitten. Let's go. Chama, crossover. You know what? Let's say crossover for last. Crossover's been really fucking hitting me with low blows tonight. Let's go with Eric down there. Let's switch it up. Let's go diagonal. Eric, who's that light heavyweight champ by next year?
You know who it is. The motherfucking card saver. The motherfucker. I'm surprised he hasn't fought yet. We're already in January. What's going on? He hasn't fought yet? Jesus, man. Get this guy.
That's what I'm saying.
Get this guy a fucking fight.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm surprised if someone pulls out on this card and he has to fucking save it.
He's teasing Australia. He's teasing Australia, brother. He's that motherfucker.
Fucking Pereira.
Olin, who you got? 125 or 205?
I mean, if Alex Pereira can make the cut to 125, I don't think there's a human being at 125 that can fuck with that guy. Okay? I mean, I think it would be the first actual in-octagon death we'd ever see. If he does, he does. No, I think Pereira is the best option to choose here, right? Like, it should be a clean sweep. If I had to throw a random fork or a wrench in there, a monkey wrench in there, it'd be Carlos Olberg, because that's his next fight in Australia.
Did you say Anthony Lionheart Smith?
What the fuck? No, I said Carlos Olberg.
No,
Did you just try and break into my house right now?
No, I just heard. Oh, stop! No,
you just trying to take money from my family, dude?
I'm not in on this. Let me go crossover. Let's go, brother. Who's that 205 champ next year?
I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like this one's tough. This one's tough because
he's gonna pick.
Bro, like I'm a huge Alex Pereira guy. Huge.
Don't do it. He's gonna do it.
Alex Pereira guy.
From Dodge.
He's gonna fucking do it, dude.
But guys, he's 37 years old.
Oh my god.
I mean, I don't care who you are. Like, at sometimes it comes to an end for all of them, guys. Volk, Max. I'm not saying he's looking old. I'm just saying, like, we all slow down.
You seen those Nina?
Yes, I see it. Yes. Crossover Magomedov. Yes. Yeah. And dude, like, we all know, Magomed Ankalaev is a nightmare matchup for Alex. The fight's gonna happen. Like, I want Alex Pereira to absolutely knock Magomed Ankalaev out.
Don't sound like it,
bro. Trust me, I want it. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go with Magomed. No. I'm gonna go with Alex Pereira. I'm gonna go with Alex Pereira.
Stick with your heart there, Mr. MMA
Bro,
Dog.
it's tough. It's tough, dog. It's tough.
No, Olin, right? DDP is still gonna be champ. His style is so weird and goofy. He gonna beat Hamzat.
Look,
I appreciate
Osterberry is right, and let me tell you why he's right. Because of that goofy style. That goofy style, look, Osterberry, tell me if I'm wrong here, friend. I think the best way to describe the fight style of Dricus du Plessis is large puppy dog energy. He's like a 200-pound puppy dog. That puppy dog doesn't even mean to hurt you. And with all due respect, that dog doesn't know what he's going to do next, which means you know even less about what he's going to do next. That's why it hurts even more. He's just bouncing around, fucking all springy and fucking crazy, like woof, 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 woof. Like, that's DDP's fight style, brother.
Go ahead, Cross.
Bro, that style works on strikers. When he gets in, when Hamzat gets in there and a wrestler is just on him, all of that craziness, making all those decisions, Hamzat gonna get his hands on him, get him on the ground, and then just start to break him, dog. And I know we haven't seen any of that from DDP, but it's different when those guys with that type of control and that strength, when they get a hold of you, bro, it just breaks guys, man.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong about that. That's, I mean, like, feeling that strength, the best way to describe it is it feels like you're drowning. But look, I'll tell you this. I love you, Cross. But when that fight happens, and I do believe it will happen this year, I will be betting you a double shot of whiskey on it and you will be setting down that bottle of water to have a shot of whiskey, my friend. And I can't fucking wait. I'll do one with you. Even if I win the bet, I'll do one with you. I just can't wait.
What do you think
I
about
like
this,
it.
though?
I like it.
Hamzat controlled Usman. He'll get DDP too. That's from the Flying Kitten.
Usman is a 170 pounder.
But let's remember what Usman did to Strickland.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, brother.
Go off, King.
Go ahead. So for our light heavyweight, to kind of get back on track, folks, we've got a couple more subjects to talk. We appreciate everyone being here. We're on for 1 hour and 5 right now. We got 105 of you in the chat. Everyone's fucking always big appreciated. Like, subscribe, motherfucking follow the boys. If you're wondering, like, how the fuck do I follow them? It's scrolling at the bottom. Crossovers MMA to the right of me, MMA Anomaly right below me, and to diagonal of me, my motherfucking dog, Valdezi. And we will get this man a YouTube channel. But for right now, it's SoulLink127. But to kind of get back on track, boys, I love everyone's light heavyweight champs. It was kind of mixed up there. So far, the most kind of like iffy, the most kind of one we can all really agree on was 145. But I think we're all going to switch up right here on heavyweight. Probably not, but let's hope. Crossover. Who is the heavyweight champ? January 2nd, 2026, brother.
I want to hear what the other guys got to say. I want
No!
I want to hear what the other guys got to say first.
Let's go, Eric.
We're going to keep it in America.
Let's go!
John Jones is staying the fucking champ.
You think he stays in the UFC 2020 and 2026 next year?
All right, so if he retires, then what? Tom Aspinall. Obviously. Although I do think if that fight does happen, Tom is going to give him a run for his money. He's going to be one of those that's going to be able to give him. He's big, he's strong. Yeah, he's going to be the one to give him a little bit more run for his money. More well-rounded than Mr. There's no more Cyril. It's all gone. Yeah, so that's the way I see that role. He'll retire champ. I agree with Cross, what we said earlier. I don't think he's going to have another fight after this one. I think he's going to go ahead and retire champion.
That's a great point. Sorry, folks. My laptop was about to die, but I was listening to you the whole time. That's a great fucking point. Olin, heavyweight champ, brother. Who you got?
I am very feel heavyweight champ of the world. Look, I think John Jones is probably going to remain the champion throughout 2025, not because he beats Tom Aspinall, because he dodges him. I truly think in my heart of hearts, and earmuffs if you're a big Chama guy. I'm a big Chama guy too, but you might not want to hear this. I think if Chama goes to Australia and beats the brakes off Carlos Ulberg, which we all suspect is probably going to be the outcome, right? I think he goes up to heavyweight to face John Jones, and John Jones wants to fight him. He doesn't want to fight Tom Aspinall because John Jones made a career off beating people that probably should have fought at middleweight, fighting at light heavyweight. Now he's going to do the same thing at heavyweight against guys that should either be middleweight or light heavyweight, light heavyweight. So, shit talks, money walks, as we say, and that money's going to walk right on into John Jones's bank account as he beats the brakes off of Poatan. He's going to ruin the allure. He's going to ruin the charm, and he's going to probably just end the career of Alex Pereira if they do fight, especially at heavyweight. John's a big boy, and Poatan just had to put on 20 pounds to make it to 205, kids. So, look, I don't know if you've ever read storybooks, but this isn't one of those fairy tales with a happy ending for Poatan if he goes up to heavyweight.
That's a good point, bro. And John wants that fight bad. We've heard him talk about it in the press conference after the fight with Stipe. He really prefers the fight. He's made a great point, too, why that fight should happen over Tom. And honestly, I think Dana would let it happen. So I wouldn't be surprised, brother. I'm going to go, before I give the crossover over here, because I'm trying to think of, he's probably going to pick Sergey Spivak. Let's be fucking honest here. Crossover's going to pick Sergey. Let's go ahead and just fucking say that right now. We got, I'll pull that comment back up from Nick here in a second. But who I'm going to go ahead and have to go with here, boys? God, I hate to do it because it's so casual. But before I do that, let me get this comment up. I'm going to have to go with Tommy Aspinall, bro. If he doesn't beat John, John's going to retire, maybe do something after. I don't think in 2026 we see John Jones no more. So then Tom will probably get a rematch and fight somebody else. So I think regardless, Tom's destined to be the UFC champ. And shout out all 132 of you. You are about to hear from Crossover's Russian ass on why he thinks Sergey Spivak should be the heavyweight champ. But go ahead. Give it to me.
Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Come on now. Nah, but I really think John Jones only has one fight left in him. I think 2025 is the last year we get John Jones. I want to see him go out with a win. I want to see him just shut everybody up in all discussions, ruin the party because everybody's like, oh, Aspinall's the next wave, which hey, I get it. I totally get it. The guy's amazing, phenomenal finisher, super athletic, good everywhere. But I want to see John Jones go out on top and just shut the GOAT conversation down.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it either, bro. Just seeing that, to be honest, just seeing him being a dominant champ like that, and then no matter what, we all fucking know he's the greatest of all time. There's no more debate. And like MMA Anomaly said, who else is gonna be meeting your boys in Vegas during International Fight Week, folks? Drop in the chat, drop in the comments below. I saw the MMA Guru's video on John. Yeah, he's MMA Guru definitely is on that clickbait shit, isn't he? But folks. That's who we think is going to be the champs in January 2nd, 2026. We went through all of them. And I'm not going to lie to y'all. Great conversations. Great picks from y'all. Crossover, I appreciate your honesty here, brother. The 145 champ, we all have a very different opinion on that.
Are we not talking about any female divisions?
No.
Hey, he was like, no, we're done with it. We're done.
Hey,
not at all. We're moving on to the next subject.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to give me a chance to hit one more Mackenzie Dern joke? What the hell with you, bro?
Let's go. We'll speed through this shit, I guess. Hurry up.
I'm kidding. You don't have to on my behalf, brother.
Thank you. I was going to be like, guys, we're all going to have the same answer. There's going to be no different. We're all going to have 4 bitches on our brains that we're all going to give out.
Yes, it
does. Yeah, that's probably going to be the only one that her, Wei Lee, Shevchenko, Grasso, fucking Nunes. That's going to be the only ones, or Harris. So, folks, if you're thinking, damn, that was a great show from the boys, first show back, I appreciate them dropping some of that insight, dropping some of the New Year's, dropping some of those dream matchups, who the future champs are. We're not fucking done. We got a little bit left to go, and I got a couple topics I want to get from the boys. And let's go ahead and get a little bit of boxing, folks, before we get back into MMA, just to switch the vibes up a little bit. Crossover, you've been dropping fucking fuego tonight, and I cannot wait to hear your thoughts on Conor McGregor versus Jake Paul or Logan Paul in India coming up this year. What are your thoughts on that? On both dudes getting $250 million each?
I mean, honestly, I'm not a fan of the fight at all. However, if it happens, I want Conor to knock Logan Paul out.
Like, Crossover, you're back, brother.
I'm just gonna keep it 100 with everybody. That's what we all want to see, and somebody's got to do it. And I would not mind Conor doing it, and then just because Conor does it in his own spectacular way.
That's a great point. And Flying Kitten, it's not over, baby boy. We're still here. We got a couple more things to talk about. Stay and listen. Eric, give me your thoughts on that, brother.
I'm checked.
McGregor versus Paul.
Yeah, I'm checked out, bro.
I know. I didn't want to do this. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't want to do it. Look, I'll be real. Listen.
I'll agree with Cross.
Listen. There's not a lot of shit happening, boys. All right, I got a couple more better subjects than this. We can listen. We can skip right through this motherfucker. I got way more better subjects than this to talk about if we want to go ahead.
He's got something to talk about. I knock him out. Let's move the fuck on.
Olin, do you even want to discuss this, or you just want me to move
Look,
on?
I'll keep it short. I'll keep it brief. I don't have much more excitement. I don't have much more excitement to this than I did for Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, right? Like, when the Paul brothers fight, it is nothing more than a spectacle or a circus, right? So when it comes to this fight, I truly think that Logan is bigger by about 30 pounds. He's physically stronger. He's younger. He's on far more steroids, and he's been on steroids for longer than our guy Conor has. But Conor definitely just takes him under the table when it comes to cocaine use. So, I mean, there's ebbs and flows. There's levels to this game, right? So, who do I have winning? Probably Logan Paul, because there's going to be some kind of fix in. But either way, Conor wins because he hasn't won a fight since the Obama administration was a thing, and he's somehow going to make more money than any current popular top 5 ranked fighter in any promotion ever has in their entire life and ever will. So Conor wins even after getting knocked out by Logan Paul. That's my take on it.
And Juice Man, I saw your comment, brother. I know what you're talking about. Don't worry about all that. You're good to go, man. Let's go ahead and get back to some real shit, boys. That was a little bit of S-Dog trying to be a little fucking clickbaity right there. Let's get to some real shit.
It's all good.
Boys, crossover.
Can I get one in? Can I get y'all's thoughts on something?
Oh, go ahead, big dog. Go ahead.
So I came across this little article about what's his name? Diemba. Am I saying that right?
Oh, Garimbo.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Timba Garimbo.
Go ahead, dog. Toss that up.
We're celebrating his loss.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think about that, man? Cross.
So personally, I think it's fucked up. First and foremost, like blood is thicker than water. Like whatever the case may be, like you support your people because at the end of the day, nobody else is gonna support your people, but your own. And then on top of it, I don't know if you also saw Eric, y'all's boy DDP put a little sauce on Garimbo as well, and he said something like everybody if they because they know you.
Anyone that's ever met you would do that.
Yeah, like. I personally want to know what's going on with that. Personally, like I want to know what's going on.
I mean, from what I'm hearing, I mean, this guy seems like a genuine guy. Like he's trying to help his village. Yeah, sends money over there. All that stuff.
The Rock gave him a house.
Bro, he had a well built back over there, bro. Yeah. This guy building wells for people to get fresh water, bro. Like what?
That's what he spent his first $50,000 bonus on in the UFC.
That's crazy.
Sold his shorts too. Sold his first pair of UFC shorts and gave it back to the dude. Like sold it for like $50K and donated all $50K to them. And bro, your first pair of shorts in the UFC, bro, I'm framing those like forever. He just sold them. Just here you go, bro. Like Crossover said, to build a well. And honestly, bro, it's crab in the bucket mentality. You expect that from your friends, you expect that from people that like you grew up with, but your own family, bro, like that made me so, bro. I couldn't even like keep reading the story. Like it was like legit sad to like hear. Like seeing his reaction to go through it like emotionally and like fuck, bro. Like I don't like I've lost in TKOs before and I've seen like my family there and like thank God they were like helping me get through that. But I couldn't imagine if I'd have found out like they were laughing at me or like if I'd have actually saw the video too of them celebrating it. That's a wild feeling, bro.
Because most of the time, like I don't want to say a lot of us, but the majority of the people watching and stuff. They're just sideliners. They're not real warriors. They're not going in there putting their life on the line, putting their heart out. We can kind of laugh and giggle about some people getting knocked out and this and that, whatever. But it takes a true fucking warrior, man, to get in that cage, man, and do that shit. And for you to just sit there and laugh, especially at your own family, man, that irked me really bad.
Yeah.
Olin, what you think, brother?
I mean, I grew up in the South. I think all of you guys in this chat are in the South right now. So look, if there's one thing I learned, it's that family can be your best friend one day and your worst enemy the next. I've watched family turn at the drop of a dime, and I've learned that the family that you make is typically even better than the family that you're born with, man. Because life's a potluck. You should choose the people that you continue to invite back into your potluck that you call life. And if someone's not bringing something to the table, you don't really feel so inclined to invite them, right? But at the same time, you also have to learn when to draw that line in the sand. And I think Timba's family, like drawing that line the way that they are, like he literally said he has people hitting him up, cousins, saying like, oh, why'd you build that water well in this city? Like not in my city. That's 2 miles from me. Brother, he still built a water well in your home country. And that's a lot more than you've done. Mm-hmm. You should take account. You should take note of that. There are a lot of family members where, like, if you send them money for Christmas, now they expect money for their birthday. Now they expect money for whatever else situation may come up. And if they ask you to help them out with rent one time, because God forbid, they're on tough times, they're on hard times, they know you're doing well, and then you help them out, now those same family members that you just bailed out are the same ones that are going to say, Sterling's a real piece of shit. You know why? He let me lose my house. They're not going to talk about the 6 years you helped them save the house.
Yeah, no, facts.
They're going to talk about the one payment that you didn't give them.
Facts.
And that's the problem, right? Like people, they take, you offer them an inch and they want a mile by the time you're done giving them that inch, man. It's tough.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. It's
Obviously a
insane,
sore
bro.
subject with me.
No. I'm about to
Hey.
say we start crying. But no, but it's fucked up.
I
Though.
seen
It's
it.
fucked up. It's fucked up. Like on a real level, it's crazy, bro. But to kind of get it back to a tad bit positive, just a tad bit. And like I said, boys, we've been on for an hour 15. If some of you do have to go, I get it. But if y'all are staying here for the vibes, fucking let's go. So crossover. Give me 2 or 3 fighters that you see this year in the UFC retiring. If you need some more time to think about it, I can maybe I got a couple names off the top of my head if you need a little time.
John Jones.
Okay. Give me 1 or 2 more. 1 or 2 more you can just think about, bro.
I know he just fought not too long ago, but it wasn't really clear if another one's Dustin Poirier.
That was mine.
And the other one is probably Cub Swanson.
Ah, that's a good one, dude. Hey, and real quick before I give it over to Eric, that's sad to think about, man. Like this time next year, bro, like Dustin Poirier, like if what you said's right, we won't see John Jones, Dustin Poirier, or Cub Swanson ever fight again, and that's kind of sad to think about. I'm not gonna lie to you, but honestly, crossover, those all 3 probably retire within the next 6 to 8 months. I think that's pretty solid. Eric, give me 2 or 3 fighters you can think of, bro.
I guess I'm gonna try and pick someone different. Maybe
Yeah.
Lionheart.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And
Yeah.
That's a good one, Eric.
Yeah, and Leroy's boy. Don't tell him.
Who's Leroy's boy?
Oh shit.
DDP?
Tony Ferguson.
Oh. Bro, Tony Ferguson never retires, son. Never retires, son.
This is gonna be 58, still trying to get fights.
Champ shit only, baby. And chat.
CSO.
Chat, who you got too before I throw it to Olin? If y'all got any on top of the head, let me know as well. But also, shout out No Chill MMA, brother. What's your worst take ever, crossover?
Ooh. Since I started the channel, man.
This was his.
God, I was way off.
This was his crossover.
Ajmush becoming champ. Ooh, yeah. But I think he's on a little winning streak though, if I remember correctly. But I think for me, my worst take since starting the channel was probably Wayne Kong winning her last fight, and then she got finished in like the first or second. She got finished in the second round. Like I was so confident in that.
Bro, she's a monster.
Yeah, and got finished. And I was like, I had nothing. And I felt like an idiot. And of course, on all the clips you put up, of course, the people gonna come for you. It is what it is. But it's fun though. I ain't gonna lie.
Fun fact. Sorry, I gotta cut into this dance crossover just because you brought up Kong Kong, whatever direction or order you say her name. And she actually just got a fight announced today.
Yeah.
She's gonna be fighting the fighting nerd, Bruna Brazil.
Yeah, I did see that.
It's a banger of a fight.
That's a wait.
Sterling might even watch that one, you guys.
Oh, I'm watching
just
that
saying.
one. Oh, I'm watching. Bro, when is that?
Is that Saudi Arabia?
I think it's Saudi Arabia. I'll tell you the date right now.
Ooh, that's in a month.
That's surprising to get a chick fight in Saudi Arabia.
Bro, that's very surprising.
It's Duplessis versus Strickland 2, UFC 312.
Oh, nah, that's Australia.
Or no,
That's Australia.
That's Australia. The Australian card.
Yeah. That's Australia. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, bro. Fuck yes, dude.
It'll be a fun card.
And to kind of get back to what we were talking about, that's not a bad
Wonder
guess.
Boy, that's another one. Yeah.
Wonder Boy's a good one. I can see retiring this year. You got a couple on your head, Olin, you want to throw out there?
I mean, Dustin Poirier is obviously top of mind for me. That's my favorite fighter of all time. I definitely see him retiring this year. He's got to hang him up at this point. I mean, he said he was going to hang him up, so he's already there. Tony Ferguson definitely makes a lot of sense to hang him up. Nick and Nate Diaz should probably both hang him up. And then since we're talking about people retiring, I'll MMA anomalies like to be different. So I'll do the complete opposite of what you're asking. I'll tell you who I think comes out of retirement. Obviously, Donald Cerrone is the easy one, but I think Amanda Nunes gets a fight scheduled and inked against Kayla Harrison by the end of the year.
Yeah.
I don't think the fight happens by the end of the year, folks. Don't quote me on that. I think we get a contract by the end of December 2025 to line up that fight for early next year.
Yeah, I think Kayla's the only person that can bring Amanda back.
That's
100%,
bro. I mean, remember the video she did when she was looking at the TV?
Yeah, she was like, wait to get called out. Yeah,
that fight genuinely feels like Tony versus Khabib, the female version. Like it just feels like something we need to happen. Like we need to see it happen.
Women's MMA needs it, brother. Not just fucking we needs it. Women MMA needs it. Tony retires, then unbeaten in 2025.
Bro,
He unretires in 2025 to fucking come back and fight one of the Paul brothers.
Women's MMA, they need a 2-division fight, maybe like Whaley, Valentina. They need something like that. Because if Whaley defends one more time against Tatiana Suarez, give her a chance to go up and get the two belts at flyweight.
Fuck it. Why not? And they've done it before, bro. Nunes versus Shevchenko twice. I mean, let's fucking mix it up, bro.
Shevchenko was at bantamweight when those happened, though.
Yeah, bro, and it's Whaley versus Shevchenko is way more even than Shevchenko versus Nunes, bro. Nunes knocks out fucking welterweight dudes. Nunes is a motherfucker to deal with.
But the thing is, Whaley's gonna be giving up so much size going up to flyweight, though. That's the only thing. It's the only thing.
Shevchenko's old now, brother. Remember that fight against Crossbow in the Sphere looked like shit. I get she was just trying to fight just to get her title back, bro. But she didn't look that good, Cross.
Bro, she's a champion. She did what she had to get the job done. Hey,
no, I get it.
Hey, that's how I look at it. She's in there with one of the most dangerous women on the planet. She's like, hey, I got an advantage here. I'm not gonna play around. I'm gonna do what I need to do, stick to my game plan, and get my title back.
Yeah,
facts, bro.
I think with Whaley's ever-evolving game, she can't give her a run for her money.
Oh, for sure,
standing or on the ground.
Bro, I'm with you. I love Whaley, dog. Love Whaley. The fight with her and Joanna Jędrzejczyk, bro. Like that was the fight that real. I was like, oh my god, women do this.
Yeah,
bro, I loved it. Loved it.
Hey, I'll be honest with you. Kind of what Flying Kitten's saying right here. If Poatan and Kayla Harrison made a baby, it'd be fucking indestructible. That motherfucker would be a monster. If Alex Pereira and Kayla Harrison made a baby, it would be a unit.
Bro, what about the one chick that used to fight from Australia at featherweight? That was like 6 foot. That fought Nunes and got like submitted like in the first round. She's not fighting anymore. Like fully sleeve tatted up. Bro. The chick from Australia, man.
Oh, Megan Anderson.
Megan Anderson.
Yes, let's go. Crossover.
The one that walked out all timid.
Yeah. Her and Poatan having a kid.
And then retired. Oh, bro. No, but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, Crossover. With Kayla, that motherfucker's going to have elite wrestling and elite striking.
It's all about what they train, though. Like if they just doing
they're not going to genetically get the wrestling, bro.
You got to train to get that, dog.
But listen, they're both
if a motherfucking kid is born 100% Dagestani and they are raised in like Northern California, that kid is going to be a surfer. He's not going to be a wrestler. I'm so sorry.
You're not listening to what I'm saying. Obviously, Kayla Harrison and fucking Chama is going to train him. They're not going to take him to fucking AKA and be like, go learn from fucking Javier Mendez. They're going to be like, hey, motherfucker.
What is that supposed to mean?
They know way more. They're the motherfucking champs. You think Javier Mendez can fuck with Pereira? Pereira's going to show him the techniques to fucking change his life.
Have you not been paying attention? Javier Mendez raises champs. That's who taught Khabib.
Champions? How many
It was him and Father's plan, brother.
I'm talking about the 1v1 fight. If Javier Mendez, Alex Pereira fucks up Mendez. So he's got the knowledge already, bro. You see him teach his kids,
bro. What are we doing?
As his coach. What are we doing? What do y'all mean? What are we doing? I'm telling y'all right now.
This dude is potentially the greatest coach ever.
Is he the greatest coach ever? Or does he get good athletes and he teaches them things?
They got to get coached. Somebody got to coach them.
But hey, right there, Lane. I appreciate that, Lane. Lane knows. Come on. I'm on that real shit right now with these boys. Like Crossover said, let's be real. And right here, the Fine Kitten. Javier Mendez is a great coach, but Poatan would be much better. Thank you.
What evidence do we have of that?
The chat is on with S-Dog tonight. And
hey, legit question. What evidence do we have of that?
Brother.
That's like saying Brett Favre would be a great coach who sees a great quarterback, brother. Like there's nothing that constitutes that at all.
Dude, have y'all seen Alex Pereira's sister?
The best athletes do not make the best teachers, and vice versa.
Poatan's sister is coached by Pereira, and she sparks bitches. All right.
Let me ask you this, Sterling, real quick. Do you like Mike Tyson?
Love.
Do you think Mike Tyson is one of the greatest boxers of all time? Like at least top 5, top 10?
No.
You don't think Mike Tyson's top 10 boxer of all time?
Maybe top 10, not top 5.
Okay, so who would you say is the greatest boxer of all time?
Muhammad Ali.
Okay, who was Muhammad Ali's coach?
Dundee.
Fucking that coach. Yeah.
Right. So do you think that Dundee was a better fighter than Muhammad Ali? Or do you think Muhammad Ali would have been a better coach than Dundee?
Crossover. Get the fuck out of here.
This is my point. This is why I love playing devil's advocate. Like, I'm not trying to be a dick.
Like,
No, I get it.
It's like the reason I brought up Mike Tyson is because everybody knows Mike Tyson. Everybody knows Customato. So I figured it would fall on like less deaf ears. So like, again, do you think Customato is a better fighter than Mike? No fucking chance, brother. There's no chance. Do you think Mike Tyson could ever be a better coach than Customato? I'm so sorry to tell you, there's no chance in hell. There's just no chance.
Look, I'm telling you right now, if they
I go down the list.
If they make a baby and Pajeda and Kayla Harrison train that motherfucker, it's going to be a unit. That's all I'm trying to say here. But shout out Lazy Bet in the chat. And also, boys, a couple more questions before we wrap this thing up. Which country do y'all see the UFC go into that have not had a UFC event yet? Which country does the UFC start new at? I'm going to start with you, Olin. What country do you see that they everyone, Spain, Africa?
I mean, it's got to be Spain, I think, is the biggest one. If not Spain, I mean, if there wasn't like the Ukraine-Russia stuff still going on, I would say Russia, just because it makes sense, and I think it would make a lot of dollars. But again, like Spain is the no-brainer answer. You have Ilia Topuria, who not only represents Spain and would get buy-in from the people of Spain, he also is a Georgian-born champ. So people from Georgia who have a lot of money would fly to Spain and invest in those cage side tickets that would be god-awfully priced. And the dude is also friends with like football players from Spain. So like he's the new age Conor McGregor, whether we want to admit it or not. And I think because of that, the same reason the UFC wanted to go to Ireland at one point, like they should really want to go to Spain.
Crossover?
Bro, what the man said? The man knows what he's talking about.
But that's why I'm tossing it over to you, dog. So we go ahead and just knock the agreement out.
Bro, this is 100% Spain, dog. Like that is if it happens and we go to a country they haven't been to, it's got to be Spain. You got a superstar. We already know it doesn't matter where we go in Spain. It's going to sell out. It's going to be a madhouse and it's going to be crazy, all because of Ilia Topuria. And then on top of it, we got another killer we can throw in there in Joel Alvarez. That's from Spain. Like, yeah, I mean, it makes too much sense. And then the European market, man, they love fighting over there. And I mean, South Africa could happen with DDP.
That's mine. That's mine. I'll go ahead and say it. That's what I thought. I was going to pick South Africa.
But the thing is, if it happens in South Africa, that means DDP would have beat Strickland, right?
Yes.
So we're saying Hamzat is going to fight DDP in South Africa. What if he can't get in the country?
Yeah, that's a good fucking point. He can't fight anywhere but Abu Dhabi. Yeah, that's a good point. Eric?
If no one says it, I have another one afterwards.
Go ahead, Eric.
Maki, let's go to Japan, bro.
My God!
I like that! I like that!
That was my other name, dude.
I
love it.
You know how fucking packed and like how amazing the vibe would be? It'd be like
let Kai Asakura headline it.
Oh, bro.
Hey, man,
title contender fight.
Him and
against Tatsuro.
Yeah.
Or Tatsuro Taira. Let's go, baby.
Lazy Bet says I can recall 3 times. Alex
yes, bro. I was at one. He was cornering. God, I can't think of the guy's name. It was at UFC Austin. Turman. Is that his name? Wellington.
Oh yeah, Wellington Turman.
Oh yeah.
Yep, Wellington Turman.
And got finished, bro. Got finished. I'm telling you.
He's a mother. That dude's huge.
Yeah, and like that's the thing. Like with the Coach of the Year award, like look, we all know on most award shows, mine included, I see the votes. Like I know what they look like before I build all the fucking graphics that I'm gonna unveil in like 2 weeks. So spoiler alert, a lot of you motherfuckers voted for the same guy, and you know who I'm thinking of. I'm not gonna say the name, but that guy's got one fighter that's become a champion out of his entire staple of fighters. And there are other coaches that have 3 that have made it in the top 10 in the last 13 months. So I don't know, maybe look at the big picture and not just put all of your eggs into one basket, so to speak.
Not bad. And boys, I got 2 more topics we're going to touch up on before we wrap this thing up. And hey, I big appreciate you boys being here. I appreciate the energy today. I fucking like what we got going on right now on January 2nd, 2025. Big things looking forward. And I appreciate all 132 of you in the chat right now. Everyone hopping on over here. We got 75 of you on X or Twitter, whatever you fuckers want to call it. Slide onto the tube, hop on the Crossovers MMA, MMA Anomaly, or if you want as well, S Dogs MMA Talks right there in front of your face, baby boys and girls. But we got 2 more topics to touch on, folks, before we head up out of here. Crossover, let me start with you, brother. Merab has a 6-month plan this year. This is his 6-month plan. He's going to fight Umar. 2 months after that, he's going to fight Peter Yan. And on International Fight Week, he's going to fight Sean O'Malley. Give me your thoughts on that.
I mean, that's all well and good, but he's gonna lose to Umar Nurmagomedov, and I'm gonna be right there. Me and MMA Anomaly gonna be right there watching it live. So that's first off. That's first off. Then he can go fight Peter Yan and shoot his 50 takedowns again.
Yeah.
Or I mean, hey, I'm all for it. But I mean, January 18th, brother.
Yeah, no, I got it. That's why I figured I'd start with you. I was like, this is going to be a short, quick answer from this man right here. Let me go ahead and start off with Cross. I was going to go to Eric next, but let's go to Olin. Who do we got, brother? Who do we got? What is your thoughts on Merab's plan on who he has for the next 6 months?
I mean, Merab, it's tough for Merab. I like Merab Dvalishvili. I think he's a really, really good fighter. He's a really strong fighter, and I think he beats 95% of the division. But that 5%, I mean, there's a man that falls into that 5%, and unfortunately, he's that guy. So it's Umar, brother. Yeah. We got to check these guys' black belts, brother.
Yeah, I mean,
give this guy black belt,
brother. The fight was over when Umar was like, "What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? Nothing, bro.
Nothing.
I'm trying to tell you."
That press conference was amazing, bro.
That press conference was such a bad look for Merab. Like,
bro,
he got
yes.
Like, I've seen 10-8s before in my life, but that had to have been the first 10-5 I've ever seen. Ever.
That was part of it was kind of cringy too, where you were like, Merab, you're looking, stop talk. And
there were numerous times where a doctor could have stopped that press conference.
And then Islam started jumping on with him, like with Umar too, and I was like, ooh, stop. Merab.
Don't do that. Islam would kill that dude. He'd crush him like a fucking beer can, bro.
Yeah, bro. I was like, hey, homie, weight classes are for a reason. Eric, before we move on to the last topic, bro, what I was telling the boys is Merab's 6-month plan is to fight Umar, Peter Yan, and then Sean O'Malley in International Fight Week. What are your thoughts?
He's gonna lose the first one.
All right, I'm glad we're all fucking agreeing on that.
Peter Yan won't want to fight him because he'll want a title shot, and Sean O'Malley won't have a choice.
Sean O'Malley's fighting Corey Sandhagen in March. Let's go ahead and throw that out there right now.
If he wins that one,
O'Malley's never fighting Merab again.
No, he'll never fight Merab again, bro.
He won't want that fight.
He don't want that fight at all, bro. A lot of these questions we've already touched up on, like which fighters do y'all see come out of retirement? Do we see Nick or Nate Diaz ever fight in the UFC again? We've kind of already touched up on these. Unless y'all want to touch upon will we see Nick or Nick Diaz fight in the octagon ever again? Last question I got for the boys right here, and I'm pretty sure I already know the answer. So, folks, we big enjoy everyone being here. Appreciate y'all. Stay for this last topic. Olin, will Alex Pereira be the first triple champion in UFC history, brother?
I'm so sorry. He's not going to be the first triple champion in UFC history. He doesn't beat John Jones. There's just no chance in hell. And I'm not a John Jones fan. But there's just no way in fucking hell that he beats John Jones. And there's even less of a chance that he beats Tom Aspinall, in my opinion. Because Tom doesn't care about making it look flashy at all, just like John doesn't. They will take you to the ground and they will smother you like an active fire that is actually dangerous and can burn them. And after they do that, that left hook doesn't really do a whole lot when you're on your fucking back now, does it? So with that being said, I don't think there's a chance in hell. I'm going to go ahead and pass it to the man to my right. Eric, tell us how you really feel, brother.
I totally disagree with him, man. Poton's going to have the greatest weight cut we've ever seen and become the flyweight champion.
I love that. I actually love that idea. I think that's fantastic. Oh my gosh. Why didn't I think of that? That's fucking perfect.
Yeah, we might as well.
125 Poeton.
Yeah,
He hurts. The 125-pound champ.
yeah, he might as well. Fuck it. Crossover.
So no.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure Eric said no. Crossover. What do we got, brother?
Guys, I would love to see it, but I would not put any money on that. I would not say that it's gonna happen, that it's likely.
Yeah.
We all know that, Alex has that hole in his game, and unfortunately he's just been fortunate enough it hasn't been exploited yet. So yeah, that's where I am with that.
Yeah, all you boys pretty much nailed it. I'm with the Flying Kitten too. If anyone does do it, he has the best chance to do it that we've seen in the UFC. So I'm ready to see what that's talking about. Eric out here trying to turn Poeton into Sean Woodson.
And I'm trying to turn him into John Jones, judging by my comment.
I was about to say, Olin wants transgender MMA, apparently. We want to...
No. I'm just trying to put him in the John Jones weight class, All
right. We do not agree with that over here at S-Dogs MMA Talk. Folks.
We do not condone. That's
what I was going with. Folks, that's the show. We big appreciate all y'all being here today. We are at an hour and 40 minutes with the boys. There is still 133 of you in the chat. Cannot tell y'all.
Hey, real quick question.
Go ahead.
Did y'all see the Brian Battle post where it says who has the best walkout song in MMA?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That is a good question.
So and y'all probably know this a lot better than I do because y'all are encyclopedias. They had Rampage Jackson, Luke Rockhold, TJ Dillashaw, Mike Perry, John Jones, Conor McGregor, Brian Battle, we know what that was, Bobby Green, and Sean O'Malley. I don't know if y'all remember, if y'all can see the post from which fights they were, if y'all remember what songs they were. But I was trying to listen to it and I couldn't hear it. Like all you hear is the crowd, really. Couldn't hear the songs.
I mean, Mike Perry coming out to Halo.
That was hilarious.
Like that's for me, that's gotta be my favorite at least. Like it might not be the best, it might not like have gone the hardest, but like him turning around and realizing that that's the Halo song they got, and him saying like "fuck it" and just singing along with it has to be like pound for pound one of the greatest moments,
bro. Because he wanted the Halo theme song from the game, and
so good.
He was like, "Cool, we'll give you fucking Beyonce. I want your Halo." But this is a good one too. This is when Dustin Poirier plays,
paid the cost to be the boss. Dude, being there live when they played "Shine Bright Like a Diamond" and then they did the "Paid the Cost to Be the Boss" right after that. Dude. I mean, I'd be lying to you if I told you I didn't cry actual tears.
Especially with the guy that died too, that did the cover over for Rihanna. They did,
dude. It was beautiful. It was stunning.
And then he walked out with the golden gloves against Islam. Yeah. I was like, "Fucking USA in this hole."
We made eye contact. I literally died inside. I mean, I felt like my life was complete.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Conor McGregor, when he came out with
Sinead O'Connor,
when she was there live,
yeah, with like they had like the piano, the fog machine, like that was pretty fire. As someone who definitely is not a Conor McGregor fan at all, I can admit that went pretty fucking hard.
That went hard, bro. Izzy walking out in Australia doing that dance routine was hard. Y'all got it.
Wasn't that right before he got obliterated by Khabib?
No, he knocked Robert Whittaker the fuck out.
Mm-hmm. No. I'm talking about the Conor McGregor one, bro.
Oh, I'm talking about Izzy. Oh yeah. Conor. Yeah,
that was right before the Khabib. That was the Khabib fight.
Yeah, that was right. That was the Khabib fight.
Oh, that's tough to have that hard of a walkout and then that. Oh man, that's tough.
Yeah. Flying Kid, I don't even know what Naruto was for the next day when they showed that shit.
Naruto.
Yeah,
bro, it's Naruto, bro. It's Naruto.
My bad. Let's fucking go. My bad. Shows you I obviously don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But when I found out that's what he did, and like they showed like the images side by side, pretty hard. Izzy's got some pretty dope walkouts. When he walked out with the Undertaker theme song with Cannoneer on the urn, oh my god, that was hard. Yeah, that's
so bro. The best walkout was the guy in the PFL walking out with the mattress.
Doumbé,
Cedric Doumbé.
Yeah, Cedric Doumbé.
I forgot about that. That shit was funny.
Knocked him out in 5 seconds.
Yes, bro. Yes, Cedric Doumbé, and it was crazy in there.
And he carried a legitimate mattress out right before knocking a grown man out in 5 seconds. Like that's tiring as hell.
Yeah, and he was doing like the Ali Boombaye thing. He was like yelling to the
Bro.
dude, and the whole crowd was saying he was gonna kill him or something. Like, bro, like that
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
crazy.
That was
It wasn't-
fire.
It wasn't
Good call.
Paris too. You're right. Yeah, they were all chanting that shit too. That was crazy. This one's right here is emotional. Lazy bed. This one's emotional.
Yeah.
Fuck, boys. I'll be real with y'all, and I'll have a real moment with y'all right now. I was crying when he got knocked out, and he was walking out the arena, and everyone was still in there, and they played Zombie's song as he was walking out, and he just put his hand up, and I was like, oh. Fuck.
Dude, if you weren't crying, you're either not a fan of MMA or you're a new fan of MMA for sure.
The Zombie was the best, but the Cranberries, that was the best. I love when Gaethje chose some music on the walkouts. Gaethje comes out to some dope reggae shit.
Absolutely.
JC, and so does
Josh Emmett.
Cheeto Vera comes out to
Cheeto Vera comes out to really good music.
really
Josh Emmett
good.
always comes out to like Dirty Heads and shit like that because he's from Sac. So like, yeah, he's dope.
Lazy Bed, yes, bro. The crowd was electric in Singapore when they did that send off.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all, I was grown ass man in my living room crying
Weeping.
like a motherfucker, weeping, bro, like legit, like weeping,
Like, bro, that, hey, that
Yeah.
performance by Zombie in that fight was amazing. Dude was just running at Max
Yes.
Holloway, bro.
Dude,
it was
marching
phenomenal,
through
dog.
shots.
Phenomenal,
Bro,
dog.
these kids have no idea about the Korean Zombie, and it pisses me off, bro.
Dude,
he was
do
like
yourselves
the
a favor and
original
watch
motherfucker.
Korean Zombie versus Dustin Poirier. Like, go
Or-
back and
or
watch some of his old fights.
Any fight.
Or Leonard
Yair
Garcia.
Right, Yair Rodriguez, Leonard Garcia's a
yes.
motherfucker.
Mhm.
Yair Rodriguez,
Nasty.
Dustin Poirier, Bobby Green. I mean, fucking A, bro. There's never been a boring zombie fight. Masvidal doing the Scarface was pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie to you, but he got knocked the fuck out by Usman.
Yeah, I
But
couldn't get behind it.
Hey, boys, what about Colby Covington walking out to the Kurt Angle when he walked out to you?
All right, it's been a fun show, guys. See you next time.
You suck. You suck. That was dope, bro. The one he did recently too with Hulk Hogan. That Hulk Hogan one was amazing, boys.
It's very
Bisping-
nostalgic.
Bisping called it the greatest walkout he's ever seen. What the fuck? I thought Crossover rocked me right here. Crossover's like, nah, that shit sucked.
Mm-mm.
Not a Hulk Hogan fan.
What about this one
Nope.
right here? What about this one right here, boys? When Chemo did this, that was
Should have
dope.
came out Hacksaw Jim
yeah.
Duggan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, old school UFC, like there were some walkouts, bro.
yeah, there were some walkouts back in the day, bro.
Like was it Lightning Lee Murray who came out with the Hannibal Lecter fucking wheel out and
that
the
was-
mask?
Oh, shit.
I can't
And then
believe
then he murked his opponent in like 3 minutes or some shit.
I can't believe
And it was
I
one-way traffic too.
can't believe you guys didn't like the fucking Colby Covington walkout, dude.
I mean,
I
oh,
heard
dude,
it.
Juice Man in the
This was
chat right
dope.
now, though.
This was
Dude.
dope. Yeah, that was dope, bro.
Oh shit.
That was fucking
Now I
dope,
know
bro.
only I can stop the rain.
Hey,
Only I can stop the rain.
that shit was
Dude,
dope.
I love
shit
that
was
song.
dope.
That song came on my Spotify literally this morning.
And
That's crazy.
when
That's
Anthony,
crazy.
y'all gotta admit too, like when Anthony Smith was that dude, when he walked out to Return the Mac, that was amazing. He always
mean, that's
walked out to
fire.
Return the Mac. That was fucking
That's
dope.
fire.
Thank you, brother. Lane.
That's
Always walkout was a little crazy. I gotta admit. But yeah, there's been some phenomenal walkouts, bro.
Anderson Silva's walkout as well.
Oh, ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Like, come on, dude.
God damn.
That was mentioned pretty heavily. That and the zombie one. In
The
the
zo-
comments.
Well,
I feel like that and the
bro,
zombie
I'm not
one
gonna
are
lie
two
to
of the
you.
most iconic ones.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I was about to say. Now that we're going over this, the zombie one's the best. The zombie
It's the
one's the
best.
The fact that his name's a Korean zombie, like what's in your head? That's
And do
fuck.
yourselves a favor, folks. After we wrap up today, go look up the official music video by the Cranberries on their YouTube. The last 1,000 comments are from Korean Zombie fans after that retirement. It's the funniest shit. They were all posted within the same week of that fight, and they're all, "Who else is here after that? The retirement was sick, dude."
Lane, I appreciate you. I appreciate you appreciating the voice, brother. I try to do that after 2 hours for the people.
Derek
But,
Lewis, top.
Oh, Top's dropping D. Lou, bro. That shit's hard as fuck. Yeah, bro. Damn, there's thousands that we can just keep going on.
Yeah.
Man. There's been some
Really good.
badass walkout songs, bro. It's been cool watching this, man. They need to show us more walkout songs. I'm not gonna lie to you. Chris Weidman won't back down. Fuck,
Oh, that's a good one, yeah.
fuck, man.
With the American flag signed by all the soldiers
Oh.
from
That's
Iraq.
cool.
Bro, that's
It's
dope. That
They
was
said
dope.
Wanderlei Silva Sandstorm.
I never saw that. Did y'all?
Yeah, Darude.
Me either.
I never saw that. What
Bro,
did Chuck
Wanderlei
Liddell
Silva's freaking stare down, bro.
Oh my god,
Dude, if he
bro.
came out to that, dude, I'd be like, "Where's the exit?"
Bro, Wanderlei Silva.
Yeah, that was back in the Pride days, I think.
And then Eric, and then you got to get in the ring with them and stare down this motherfucker.
Yeah, nah, I'm good.
Hey, unless you're Mirko Krokop, and then you get in the ring and you go, "Hey, motherfucker, I don't give a fuck about you. I'm here to kill you."
Left leg hospital, right leg cemetery.
Bro, Mirko Krokop, do this, folks. We're about to wrap up. Do this, folks. Right before we get off here. Look up Mirko Krokop Wanderlei Silva and tell me your dick doesn't get hard. That's the most. That's the most menacing. That's the most like. You can tell these two dudes are ready to fucking go to war. But yeah.
I feel like that stare down was the first version of the Chama versus Yuri stare down we ever got.
Yeah.
Hey,
Like it was Wild Wild West out there, bro.
Hey, but what about Khalil? Khalil versus Alex was dope too.
That was nasty.
Yeah. Felt like I was about to get props. What happened? What were you about to say? You were about to say something to me? You were about to give me props for that? No? That topic?
Oh, yeah. That's all about Eric.
I just wanted to get my flowers.
No, Eric, way to bring that topic up. I was literally about to wrap the show up, and then you hit me with that, and I was like, yeah, that shit is fire, bro. That shit is fire. But people, 2 hours in, can't tell y'all how much I appreciate all 134 of y'all, for real. Like I said, the year anniversary will be January 18th, folks. I'll do a very special live for that, just to give a lot of thanks, a lot of appreciations. I got a little montage planned. It's going to be dope. I appreciate all the boys here coming with me today, giving me 2 hours of their time tonight, folks. Crossover, you're the man. Valdezi, you're the fucking man. MMA Anomaly, my brother at the below me, Olin. Let these boys do a sign off, and then I'm going to hit this outro. Olin, start it off, brother, and we're going to come to crossover to end it.
Thanks again, every single one of you folks for tuning in. As the man above me said, at SDogs MMA Talk, make sure you're already liked, comment, and subscribe to this man's channel. And if you're new to hearing this voice and seeing this face, make sure you tune on into my channel. It is at MMA Anomaly on all platforms. And again, with that being said, we're wishing you all a happy new year. We hope you had a great holiday if you celebrate. And if you don't celebrate, we hope you had a great December all the same, folks. With that being said, I'm going to pass it to the man to my right, Eric. Take us on over.
Happy to be here with you boys. Walking in the new year. Fucking fantastic show. I loved it. Y'all guys know what to do. Follow this guy. Follow that guy. Follow that guy. Hit the likes. Hit the subscribes. Follow us in the upcoming year, man. We got great stuff coming up, man. And I'm super excited to get 2025 going, baby.
Crossover. I don't want to do this, but you're the man to do it. Go ahead and end this thing up, brother, before I hit this outro.
Man, Sterling, thanks for having me on. Guys, it's always an honor to come on here with y'all and chop it up and talk MMA. Everybody in the chat, we're super grateful. Thank you. Subscribe to everybody because we always put the content up. And we love interacting with you guys in the comments on all platforms. It's all love. And, hey, check out Crossover MMA. And it's 2025, boys. We doing bigger and better things. Let's go.
Let's go, people. We appreciate y'all. Y'all heard it here, folks. Have a great 2025, people.